Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your April 2023 Life Sector Tarot reading with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Saggy, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, these are purely tarot. There's no astrology to these, so watch them for the one that really does resonate with you the most. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So I have split these sectors away from the Astro Tarot readings. They're already very long at like 20 plus minutes per piece, and a lot of people just don't have the attention span for it, which is a real shame. And it's but hey, listen, I wanted to make sure that you're still getting the same amount of value from me and my channel, so I've just come up with a different way to deliver these messages. All right, for your actions and plans, you have the Justice card. Okay, so potentially signing on the dotted line this month with the Devil card, but you want to be careful about the things that you're committing to, right? Especially because you've got the Hermit card here. That's a lot of major card energy, right? This is a full deck that I'm pulling from, not just a deck of separated majors. So the message here is very clear. The plans that you initiate over the course of this month are potentially, they have far-reaching ripples, in the sense that once you are in, once you've signed, once you are tied to this thing, this person, this place, this project, whatever it might be, you're in, right? There's no backing out. So you just want to be sure. And I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm not saying it because I think it will be detrimental. What I'm saying is, once you sign this, the Justice card, you are in it for the long haul, the Devil card. And then you've got the Hermit card, which means your time, your effort, your energy, potentially even your resources will be largely taken up by whatever this commitment is. So you just need to be 100% sure. If you are working with, I want to say like I would say just a teacher rather than a coach or a guru or anything like that. But if you're working with or alongside somebody that fulfills like a teaching role, just be mindful that, you know, everybody's skills have limits. It doesn't matter how, you know, even me, I know I'm a good tarot reader, but I have my limits. I know what I can do and I know what I can't do. It will be the same for your astrologers. It will be the same for your teachers. It will be the same for your gurus, your mentors, coaches, whatever it might be. Why? Because we're all human. That's what makes it so brilliant to be alive. But just something to be mindful of. This is kind of a message to say, don't put all your eggs in one basket, because it is such a concentration of earth energy, because the Devil card is Capricorn, the Hermit card is Virgo, and then you've got the Justice card, which is air, right, because it's Libra. This is and these elements they're opposite each other. Air is intangible, yet it's there and it absolutely permeates everything. Earth is solid, is practical, but it doesn't change very quickly. And so what you make as a decision really sort of like, yeah, you know, I'm totally in, I'm committed, this is for me. And then all of a sudden reality sets in and you think, oh shit, okay, now I'm in it for the long haul and I'm in it. So just something to be mindful of when it comes to your wrong deck, Graph. When it comes to your career and communications, you've got the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. I mean, look, whatever you are doing, whatever plans you are initiating, they are ones that you really do feel invested in. And as long as you know what the implications are, I think that's fine. Then you've got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting, because that falls on the Devil card. There's a couple of ways that we're likely to see this play out. On the wider world stage, this will speak to the finance industries, the banks, etc. Potentially we see some bigger wobbles than we're expecting. Interestingly enough, two people have commented just recently on the 2023 life path reading videos that I did, saying, you know, Raf, you said March we were likely to see a big financial institution fail. look what happened with the Silicon Valley. I'm not saying this to say like, oh, look at me, my predictions are so amazing. I'm saying this because that trend, that energy, that theme was around for March and April in those year ahead overviews. So it looks like whatever you're doing is potentially sensitive to the current climate. But again, don't worry too much because it's the Ace of Cups, right? And then look at that, you've got the Star card. Absolutely phenomenal. What I love most about this for you is it suggests that it's like whatever is happening in the career and the communications now, it doesn't have any bearing on the future. This is just like just need to get through this moment, just need to get through this experience, and then I can move past it or move on. When it comes to those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, again, this could be talks around the money, the finances. When it comes to studying, for a select few of you as well, this might be that there are resources or technologies that you need in order to fulfill your studies that may be harder to get hold of at this moment in time for any number of reasons. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, sorry, I'm sitting in my fancy new swivel chair and I just like to move. I'm an air sign, I got a lot of nervous energy. When it comes to for those of you that are employed by somebody else, this again, right, this could be you committing to a project through your work where your boss says to you, look, there's no immediate rewards, but if you stick with it in the future, there could be ... And I have to say I'm inclined to believe them because of that Star card. There won't be any immediate results. There won't be any immediate financial blessings or boosts. But as you move forward, potentially into Taurus season of 2023, then you will start to see the results and the rewards. When it comes to, so this is, if you can play the long game, which, you know, you're all about the bigger vision. When it comes to your, those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, I'm really sorry, but it does look like you're going to need to fork out money either repairing some tech or replacing some tech. Now, because we've got a Mercury retrograde this month, if you are replacing anything technological, buy second hand. But if it's a phone, buy a refurb. Same for a laptop or a computer or whatever. Get it repaired even, right? Repairs, under a retrograde, yes, absolutely. But if you're needing to replace something, don't buy brand new, buy second hand, because you always get a bargain. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, this is giving me all kinds of what next vibes, right? And that Ace of Cups with the Five of Pentacles, it's like, almost like you're saying to yourself, I've missed out on stuff because I haven't had maybe the health or the whatever. It's almost like a lot of you, I feel like you're saying, yeah, what's next? But also, how do I catch up on what I feel I might have missed? Nothing wrong with that. For your love and relations, you've got the Four of Swords. Okay, so relationships and partnerships with the Hierophant, sorry, and the Temperance card, right? So if you've been with me long enough, I say that Temperance is the Hierophant set free. The Four of Swords, especially coupled with the Hierophant card, has a very spiritual energy to it. And it does suggest, maybe for, I touch wood, I hope I'm wrong, but for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, there's two ways this could show up. You and your partner could start to deepen your spiritual bond and connection. Another way that this also potentially shows up is that you need to attend a funeral of a loved one, but it's not your immediate family, it's your significant other's family. So, either way, it's going to be, it can be relatively upsetting. And I hope that's not the case, but it is possible. For those of you that are single and looking to mingle, if you have been kind of flirting with a boss, an authority figure, a supervisor, somebody that you work with, I'm just going to say cool it. All right, just because it's the Four of Swords with the Hierophant, and the universe is asking you not to go down this path, right? It may bring you some amazing lessons or wisdom, but it's kind of like, when you get those heads up from the universe to say this could be a lesson, or it could be an advancement. And the way that it becomes an advancement is by you spotting, you know what, this could probably end up being a thing. Let me just sidestep this now before it becomes a problem. All right. And then finally, for your money and materials, you have the King of Swords, an air sign male, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, with the Five of Cups. Okay. And the Nine of Pentacles. So when it comes to your finances and your monies and your resources, this I actually think is it's like you've been in your head about parting with some kind of money for, like, whether this is for a holiday, whether it's for something that you need, whether it's for a little bit of a glam up, whatever it might be. It's like there's something that you've been puzzling your mind over, like, do I spend the money on this or do I just wait? It's like you've been in two minds about it, umming and ahhing. And I gotta be honest with you, because it finishes on the Nine of Pentacles, yes, it'll probably be a financial hit, but my advice to you would be this: spend the money, because the experience that you have from whatever it is that you're trying to do will more than make up for any cash, you know, that you might have or whatever. Obviously, if this is your last dime, please don't be stupid, and you know, like, be smart, be mindful. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, I like this for a lot of you, either getting really seriously practical about how you're looking after yourself, or potentially in response to information that you get from a healthcare professional, a personal trainer. It's like you're changing something here, or you're letting go of or releasing something in order to feel better and to look better. So you really are looking after yourself, but it's like you're doing this in a very smart way because you're getting knowledge from the right person. This reading doesn't count as, you know, replacement for medical advice or whatever. I'm seeing you speaking to a healthcare professional here. That's your King of Swords. And it's them that's giving you the knowledge, the information, or the wisdom where you say, okay, yes, I know what to do now. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, for a lot of you, if you've got outside space, this might be the time where your garden, your balcony, whatever, is the thing that ends up costing you money for, you know, some reason. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.